What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's
And welcome back to another episode of
Hold on to your edges.
Yes, Hold On to Your Edges. It's a podcast where me, that chick Angel, and my co-host tell them who you are.
Hey, I'm Brisha Webb. What's that?
We say we just have a good time. We laugh, we talk, we give you all the tea, the things that we do when we're actually in person and COVID ain't over here trying to wreck lives. Okay.
Okay. But we gonna snatch your edges, so be careful. Grease them up. Get ready.
Because we're gonna snatch him. Want to
Don't
give
think.
a quick shout out to my Patreon family. I like to call them Angel Wings. They are here in the house ready. They're ready to meet our guests. We have a really special guest that took time out today to to just bless us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel blessed that this is our guest. But you know how we open up every podcast. We are going to give you these platinum hits that we do.
Last week was really good, I must say.
Last week, I'm telling you that we were amazing. Broadway. That's where we belong.
Yeah.
But Brisha's going to give us something. She's going to give us some fire. I'm going to pick it up and then we'll introduce you to our guests.
Yeah.
All right, Bree.
Okay. So the topic will be about our guest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do it a little Motown. I saw that and I thought that would be great.
That's nice.
All right. You are so beautiful down to your toes. Dark skin and beautiful. Artistic flow. Don't you know he's everything we hope for? He's everything we need. Our guest is beautiful. Don't you know?
Don't you know? He's so chocolatey. Mm-hmm. Wait and see. But my husband is here, so I'm gonna watch what I say.
Amen. Don't get
so I'm going to keep this short. I can't wait to bring him in here so that he can sing you some notes.
Yes, that's my friend. That's my friend.
He is so chocolatey.
Chocolatey.
Wait and see.
Ooh.
Take it away. Take it
away.
Boom,
boom, boom. I feel so chocolatey.
Hey.
Can't you see? It is me.
Sing, Luke.
What would I be without my two queens to shower me with magic? Can't you see? Yeah. We are so chocolatey, 3 different flavors. We
give it to us.
Yeah.
James in the
Thank you so much.
You see why I was nervous? I was like, we have a legend. We have a great.
He got all the notes. Okay.
I swear. Thank you. This is so good. I was cracking up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hold On to Your Edges podcast, Mr. Luke J. Singer, songwriter, actor.
Nick James.
Yes, there was a couple of people who I'm telling you, Luke. When I tell you, Shantae, guess I had when Brisha told me this might happen, I let them know. I said, "Now we might have a special guest because I need y'all to act like Y'all got some sense in these comments, okay? And they were like,
you gotta say it.
yeah, I was like, but I ain't gonna tell y'all who. And when I tell y'all, they asked for clues and they went down Brisha's Instagram timeline to see if they could figure out who.
They DM'd me. They were like, "Can you tell us?" And I was like, "No."
They were like, "Who? Who is it?"
No.
And then finally, somebody was like, "It's got to be Luke James. This is who it's got to be." So yeah, they have been waiting. So thank you so much for just blessing us with all those notes. I mean, you blessed us with 100 notes in that one run.
I was trying to, I was trying to match the enthusiasm and the skill level that you guys were giving. You ladies were giving.
Wow, thank you.
I am completely nervous. So yeah, I'm thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. We okay,
Thanks
so
for doing this.
We're not gonna keep you on the spot so that you feel like it's all about you being Luke. But
thank you.
We're going to jump into
we'll get raunchy.
Yeah, we will.
I mind. I like it.
You like it? Good. We're going to jump into
Do you see the comments, Luke? Do you see the comments?
Chocolate Thunder.
Yes, he can see us. He can see.
Okay. Yes, I was on New Edition story.
Yeah. So we are going to jump into our first segment, which is our edge snatchable moments, where we talk about something that has been either in the news, on Twitter or Instagram that has really made us like almost want to yank our edges out. It's a snatchable moment. So if you have one, feel free to chime in. If you don't, just, feel free to be you. You know what I'm saying? So Brisha, do you have an edge snatchable moment?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do. One thing that snatched my edges was Kristen Bell, and I'm blanking on this actress's name, Jenny Slate. They leave their, animated show.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Big Mouth and Central Park, because they were playing Black characters. They were voicing Black characters. Now, you and I both do cartoons. Yep. Did we get that breakdown? Did we get that call? I believe we're Black.
I wonder. I think it's good that they did it. I do. I've been thinking about this. Go ahead, Brisha.
No, but I must say, first of all, I congratulate. I'm going to congratulate these women, and I'm going to applaud them for stepping down because, hey, you said I'm going to put my bag on my black box. Okay.
Yeah.
My black box. Yeah. Black Lives Matter. But just just that we're having this conversation and that this is even a discussion is like blows my mind.
Right.
Like I never auditioned for a white character and was considered to not be changed to Black or Asian or anything. I would never. So,
there's just things Black people wouldn't do.
That's the white privilege we're talking about.
There's just things Black people wouldn't do because we know there are other people who would probably fit the part better.
But that's but here's I'm just going to be a little bit of devil's advocate, even though I'm glad they did it. But that's kind of the world of voiceover actors. They are typically playing multiple roles in one show. Now, I mean, that's the producers being cheap. But when you do that, you are discounting a lot of people, especially I could probably, if we went down the list of characters on Family Guy and which our last week's guest, Jay Lee, he did American Dad. But if you go down all their like characters of color, I am certain that very few of them were played by anybody of color because they got one actor playing 15 roles.
Yeah. And I do too, but it's never a recurring character. It'll be a one-off. It'll be like, oh, you're playing the mom. Yeah. Or you're playing this.
You're right.
And whatever the color of that person is, I will, I'll put a little something else on it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that as a recurring character.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're right.
I'm glad all of this is coming out, and I'm glad that things are getting set straight. You know, let's if we're gonna really do all of this, we're gonna make everything right, and we're really gonna talk about specific thing. You know, let's set the tone for everything. So we all can be
Absolutely.
happy. Yeah.
Because didn't Seth MacFarlane play the black dude on Family Guy? I'm certain that the one major black character they had on Family Guy, which was Cleveland, was played by a white dude. And Cleveland got his own show. He played. There was a heavyset white dude on Family Guy, and I'm not white dude. Excuse me, black dude. And I'm almost certain that the character who voiced Cleveland was a white dude, and then they gave him his own show, and it was still they made all the other characters because that was when I think Sanaa Lathan played Reagan Gomez played. So like they brought in black characters, black actors to play the other voice characters, but that's still that main one getting that big check was a white dude playing a black dude. Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
He said, "Let me see who we talking about. Who we talking about right now?" But I think that's always been something, and also because in the voiceover world, there's also this this preconceived notion of what certain races are supposed to sound like.
Stereotype. It really is.
There was a girl that me and Brisha had worked with who always felt like she didn't sound black enough. First of all, she didn't know, she pretended like she didn't know she was black for the longest time. And I was like, girl, you see yourself. I don't care what nobody say to you. You should have known somebody was lying.
I'm Native American. Where?
She was like, I'm Native American. Eating Roscoe's. Like, what are you talking about? No, you are definitely definitely part black. But she was like, I always have to they want me to add more ethnicity to it. And I was like, you sound like a black person because you are a black person. So I'm confused on why you felt as though, or why it was always said to you that it might have been both ways, that you needed to sound a certain way to represent the voice that could come out of a black mouth.
Yeah.
It is deep, but that's one of the problems in the voiceover world. That's why it's dominated by white folk.
Right.
Completely.
Thank God for me and Angel in the loop group. You would be hearing, yo, yeah. What's up, my nigga?
Right. How y'all doing over here?
Yeah. Hey, yo. I'm like, what are you doing?
What is that? What are you? I mean, I believe in a world where, yes, we do have some cultural indicators in our voice where there are certain people you hear and you're like, oh yeah, no, that's probably a black person. But to assume that everyone who is black has those same cultural indicators is just, it's asinine to me. Asinine. Because I know in Kentucky, we got white girls that sound hella black.
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, you only date black dudes. You've been sitting around us too long because you don't sound like anybody in your family.
Yeah, Asian girl used to be a Vietnamese. She used to do my nails, and she was so hood. And she was from Kentucky. She was like, "How you want your nails?" I was like,
"That's how."
Oh yeah, my Vietnamese bros in New Orleans, they that went to school predominantly black school. You know what I mean? They sound like us, everything, So
right.
Can't tell sometimes.
What snatched my edges this week was the FBI trying to declare that the noose that was found in Bubba Wallace is a NASCAR racer. The noose that was found in his garage was just a garage pool, and it had been there this entire time.
Come on.
I'm like, how do we go from something looking like a noose to now, oh no, it's something that's always there, to now that it has a completely different function? A noose look like a noose. A noose,
you can't mistake a noose.
Right. You can't. A noose don't look like nothing else.
I don't even know how to make a noose. You got to do a lot of wrapping.
It just sounds like they're like, oh, let's just de-escalate this real quick. And if it had been there the entire time, then why is somebody just now seeing it?
Like that makes it better.
Right.
It's been there the entire time. and the garage, it just so happens to be for the only black driver out there right now.
Come on.
Just don't yeah.
It's
I'm
like,
not trusting none of these cats. They can talk all that. I made my mind up what it is. So
like, I know what it is. I know
drive fast, Bubba. Drive fast.
Drive fast.
It's like racism has been here the entire time, but people just now noticing it doesn't mean that the effects of it still aren't
what it is.
Still aren't the same. Like, I was like, they really trying to be like, there was no hate. Like, it's like, for real, y'all. Like, why are y'all trying to play this? It is exactly what it is. Let's not pretend like NASCAR prior to this moment has been the most inclusive sport there is. For them to even care, like, I'm glad that they're showing they care, but it's never been their platform to do outreach to Black people to bring more diversity into NASCAR. So I just can't believe that the FBI is like making so many like excuse. It was there before. It was a garage pull.
They getting paid.
Yeah.
Come
Nonsense.
on. Now, Luke, did anything almost loosen up your cornrows this week? Did anything about snatch you all the way?
I've been getting snatched all. I mean, this year's been snatching me all through. I'm surprised I got anything.
And you got this conscious beard on, like you got this beard on, like you ready.
If y'all go on Luke's Instagram, it is conscious as I'll be on there sharing stuff. I'm like, oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm trying to stay awake. Man, what is snatched? Okay, the bubble thing. I saw that. You know what? The what's my guy's name? Gary Clark, I think is his name, Gary Clark, something like that. He was just as a heavyset guy in Baton Rouge. He outed this lady, Connie Brown. She's a
yes, that thing was so good. When I tell you he read her, I know what you're talking about.
The guy.
She was flipping through the
she was shopping. She was shopping. That one was a good moment. If y'all have not seen, I'm gonna try to remember to put it in the show notes. It was like a council meeting, and they were all sitting around a table, and they were talking about naming a new high school, and they wanted to name the high school after a Confederate soldier. I think it was Robert E. Lee.
Well, it's already named after Robert E. Lee. And they're trying to remove the name, change the name to someone who has given to that community. It's a Black school.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's predominantly, it's a Black school, predominantly Black, and it's named. I mean, we've got a bunch of those schools in New Orleans. We got a bunch of those schools, and it's fun. It's wild that to be fair, I'm just waking up to like some of these schools, the names I've been saying them, and I know these schools. I never knew they belonged to racist people. They were named after people who enslaved people. So
enslaved these people's ancestors.
Let's get rid of it. But she was scrolling, and what he said that all the white folks there, they got up, they weren't really paying attention to anybody's pain. Like, this is nothing. They already had decided what they were gonna do. And then when they put it up for a vote, it was a black woman who voted against them hiring a new person in the lady who was being very disrespectful's place. She voted against that, and so that ruled the new lady out. So this white lady gets to stay in her seat.
Oh my God!
Who's been disrespecting everyone? That was.
What was that black lady?
Connie probably was her friend, and sometimes you gotta let your friends take an L so they can learn.
She claims that her point was I'm not this lady's track record doesn't stand up, and just because she has a PhD, I'm going to hire her and this, that, and the third. I'll just look at it like this. We need people in those great positions that we can talk to, of color, who understand us. I just think that it's just ridiculous. It should have been a rule long time ago. Black cops should only be the ones handling black people, because it's just apparent that white folks don't know how to handle people of color. But now we just gotta just take all this whole thing, because you just can't trust none of these people now.
You can't trust none of them.
Because black cops are just as bad as the white cops. Okay?
They're not black no more. They're blue.
They blue. They Smurfs.
They're not black.
They're blue.
They
They're
blue.
something
They
else.
blue.
You know,
or they fear. They have fear, and they won't step up and save somebody's life.
Right.
They just let it happen for fear of being, I don't know, their pension being taken or whatever.
That's I always. This is the one thing that always like breaks my heart, is that we won't allow Black folk the opportunity to fail at these good positions. Like what I mean by that is, which is
talk about it.
Which is goes to that lady not voting in the other woman to take Connie's place. When I think about like Kamala when she was running. People were like, oh, her track record as a district attorney, she did so much stuff. And it's just like, okay, I get it. She wasn't perfect. But we allow these people who are not Black to come up in these positions and wreck shop. They do terrible. They do
Killing
no good.
us.
Right. And we won't allow our own the opportunity to even try to do well by us. It's like if we make one, if we do anything that is against what we feel like could have been beneficial to the community, we won't give our people a second chance, but we'll give someone who don't look like us, who don't need the opportunity.
Yeah.
They'll find other opportunities. They'll find other pathways just because of who they're connected to. But as far as in Black folk are concerned, that's one thing I wish wasn't the case. People are like, I don't want to vote for somebody just because they're Black. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem. Because how else are we going to get better at these positions unless we start giving ourselves the opportunity to fail in them? Like white men fail up all the time. They fail into success.
White men fail up. You're right.
Yes, they fail. Right. And I'm like, we deserve the chance to fail up. We deserve the chance to make. I mean, look at our current president. This man has made mistake after mistake after mistake, and he is the president. He failed his way into presidency, and we can't even fail our way into like city council seats. It's like, we have to be perfect. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, that stretches across. To be fair, that for us, our people, us, we do that with a bit of everything. When it comes to like shows, when it comes to like art, things that are out there, we'll just shit on it, but we put all this weird ass support into these other shows, and we wonder why we never have anything. We wonder why we don't get
quality isn't the same. We have so much in our community that we have to dismantle in our own psychological, like how we're moving forward. Like even Gucci Man yelling at people in the mall while they were standing in line to get into the Gucci store, and he's yelling like, Gucci don't like Black people. And they looking around like they stupid, like they ain't been looking at their Instagram and seeing Black faces with, like, come on now, like Gucci don't care about us.
Right.
We need to support us, and we are good enough. Period.
Right. Yes, we are. Period. We need to start learning how to hold out.
Yeah.
Like we need to hold out and pour in to our own thing, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Elevate ourselves and we'll get there. We'll get there faster than anything. If we really, really put the effort.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna keep it all heavy.
Walk blue. Oh.
Did you say brother? We're not gonna keep it heavy because even though we're so glad that you woke and you brought your conscious beard and your conscious cornrows. You're giving us all the consciousness. Fresh parts, sir.
Yes. Who did now?
Thank you.
Who legs was you in between? Huh? That's a Mario braid my hair body roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have that moment. I swear I didn't. It wasn't like that. Honestly,
no.
I didn't have that moment. I wish. I long for such.
Well, let's talk about what you're longing for, because we want to talk about two things today. One, because when people think of the brand of Luke James, they think about the charisma, the sex appeal, like you like
the high notes.
Yes, I want you. Come on, up in the rafters with Jesus.
Right?
With
That was on Pitch on T. That was on everything. That was on Pitch on King on what? That was everything.
Boom, boom, right here in the ear. However, though, in a fairy tale world, your life is always that. We want to talk about, when have things not been like that? When have you ever had like the awkward date, the date that went so trash that you were just like, we're just gonna have to start from square one with somebody else. I mean, we're also going to dish about it. It's not just you being put out on Front Street, but
I can talk about it.
Yeah.
I got them all.
She's like, I've got tons. She's like, I've got tons of them. But yes, like, when has Luke James not felt like the Luke James? Has there ever been a date where you were just like, dear God, let this end right now?
Does Luke go on dates?
Yeah, does he? Does Luke go on dates?
No, not really. Let me think. I don't know. I'm pretty good at feeling people before I even like do that. You know, before I put myself in a predicament where I feel like, oh my God, I gotta just weather this storm until the dinner's over. You know. I don't.
You ain't never had no awkward date, Luke.
An awkward date.
Or a date that you just at the end you were like, yeah, that wasn't. I thought I read this person right.
That like, or a date with a person that, you know, you were like, man, this might be. You know.
I've not. Okay, maybe I think I've had moments. I've had a moment. I guess. Oh man, it's gonna make me sound so superficial.
Go ahead.
So much.
Come on, give it to us.
You know, it's like the Eddie Murphy thing, right? It's like the boomerang thing.
Oh, the toes.
Yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Because I don't go out much, but at times, I find it a bit more comfortable for me to entertain at home. And
Victory just came in.
Oh no, Victory been here. She been in these comments. Sorry, you were one of my nieces. Yes, please say hi to Victory, please.
Hello, Victory Thomas. That's a great name.
That is my niece. She is a huge fan of yours. So I texted her and was like, jump onto the podcast. I didn't even tell her who was on here. She was just screaming on my phone.
Yeah.
So anyways, but go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I had in my place, I don't like shoes on and stuff. So this person came and they didn't have socks and whatnot, and they didn't want to wear socks, and that's totally fine. My floor is very, very clean, so it's pretty cool. And it wasn't. I couldn't stop seeing it. For me, I want to be. Listen, all I need is, let me tell you, this is all I need, because I understand people have lives, some of us, had to wear hand-me-downs, stuff like that. Some of us ran track, some of us ballet,
and it tears up your feet.
Tears up your
feet, and then some of us just don't have knowledge of shoes and just shouldn't be wearing certain shoes. And
I'm sorry, you got removed. Sorry, you got removed.
I'm talking shit.
No.
I'm talking shit. I need to get out of here.
No, but some people's feet. Listen, I know I'm one of those people. I don't ever let my feet get photographed. You hear me? Ever, because I already know it's on some old like, what have you been working in construction barefoot? So this is, you saw her feet and we're like, I can't.
I just need, I couldn't look past it, and they were bad. I mean, I'm not a person that's like, if you got corns and all that kind of jazz, I'm like I'm
the
not like
on
that.
the back feet.
It was a little dry. It was a little. It was
flip flop, that old flip flop foot.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
That old flip flop foot.
It wasn't. And she was very, sensual, very like, and just footsie and comfortable and that kind of thing.
That's disturbing.
And that just did through you.
That was I had made my decision. I just couldn't look past such a thing.
I'm gonna call your Uber.
You know, I'm not. You know, we just got past it. We got past it, and we're cool. We're friends, and
So
that's
you
where
didn't
we'll
smash?
be.
You didn't smash?
No, 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 no. I'm
He said
sorry.
that he couldn't unsee them toes. He couldn't unsee
It
them
it
toes.
it just it threw me off. It did, honestly. It threw me off. And I'm not sitting up. You know, I'm just it just threw me off. Sorry.
Well, Brescia, please, you have so many,
So many.
you have so many great stories that I've had the
Beat
privilege
like
of
she been playing
hearing.
soccer with a pack of wolves.
Oh,
Yeah.
he came out shots fired.
I don't know where I got that from, but that's hilarious.
So, Brescia, what date do you want to talk about? Because I've heard of really great ones from Bree.
You've heard so many.
I know they're the best.
They're the best. I feel like God purposefully has so many things happen to me that I just have to talk on stage about because it's just so funny. It's kind of depressing. Yeah. But one really hilariously awkward date was with a said actor who's doing well. And we hit it off. And I met his mom, and his mom kind of like, it was already kind of awkward because his mom was like, he doesn't date Black girls. Can you go on a date with my son? And I was like,
wow.
And so I was like, I don't know. We're just having a conversation. And then he was like, yeah, I'll pick you up, or you can meet me, whatever you like. And I was like, okay, cool. So we meet at the SLS, really nice, at the hotel restaurant there. Very gentlemanly. We're having a great dinner, conversation, talking about his other endeavors and all of that. Then he gets a phone call and he says, yeah, well, just come on over. And he invited someone else on our date.
The date.
Yeah. So it was interesting because he was all into me. I was all into him. I was like, wow, we're really hitting it off. Like, even though his mom asked me out on a date with her son, I was like, we're kind of hitting it off, and I'm strangely growing, maybe attracted, because I wasn't already attracted to him, but I was like, we're having great conversation. So,
You talk this way into attraction. I see.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I see.
It wasn't like fully there, but
right.
We were talking.
He schmoozed his way into it. He was like this, and then all of a sudden
right. I had a couple drinks, so I was feeling it.
I get it.
And so when he called it, when his friend called and he invited her over, she was like, great. I'm like, she must have been around the corner because she walked straight in.
Wow.
She walked right past me, went straight to him, not even like acting like she interrupted a date.
Wow.
I'm dressed nice.
Right. It's a given.
It's a given. Thank you. And so, I'm dressed like I'm here, and she walks straight to him and she's like, hey, babe. I'm like,
I guess the date is over.
The date is over. So they're having their own
date Black girls.
Right. Well, this was a Black girl. This was a Black girl. Right.
Wow.
And she said to him, and
that's probably why she didn't think he was on a date, because he was sitting with a Black girl. So he was like, "Oh, this must be his agent or somebody."
Can't be right.
A realtor.
This dude don't date no Black girl.
You don't date no Black girl.
You don't date no. She was real. Like, she was from the hood, because she came in loud, like, "Hey!" And it's so it was like an oxymoron, because he's very like, clean cut and so she comes in. She was like, "Hey, boo. Hey, babe." Yes. And she sat down and she was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Brescia. And so, and she, we had a little conversation, and then they started cackling like two old friends hadn't seen each other in years.
Wow.
So
how disrespectful.
I called my girlfriend called me, and I was like, can you please come to the SLS and save me? I don't want to just leave out. I want to be cool. I want to be like, I gotta go. Like, my girlfriend's here. We're about to go. So thank God my girl Justine came through and rescued me, because they were just a cackalack.
And what's
I was sitting there like,
I'm not going to tell y'all who this was, but the Patreon folk, the one thing that y'all should knew is that it was somebody you all guessed towards the end of y'all trying to figure out who this guest was. It was one of the last dudes that you all had guessed that did this triflingness. That's so trifling.
Nice, no, but seriously, he's a nice guy. He just was
Black
not.
dude?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's like,
I mean, hey, like I seen, hey, fool.
Hey, you remember that?
I mean,
that
but
double
it wasn't
date
right
we went
from
on?
it wasn't right from the get though.
It wasn't right from the
The
get.
fact that his mama had to ask you
You
out.
knew it wasn't right. You felt it in your spirit before even going on this adventure.
Asked me out on a date,
like you doing a play date, like that. Like
Yeah,
who does that? He's a grown
You want to play with my
man.
son on Saturday?
You cute, he cute, you doing good. He's
I'll
doing
drive
good.
y'all. I'll drive y'all. I'll be your chauffeur. Your Uber.
Oh my gosh, that is just that is such trash. Well, mine, I haven't been out here on these dating streets since. Are y'all hearing the echo? Did y'all just hear echo? Or was that just me?
That was just you. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, I hope it don't.
Did you?
Okay, I hear it. I hear it now, but it's only in my ear.
It's in
Note
my
to
ears
everyone
too.
here that they're naming. No,
I don't know. Listen. Okay,
I'm not.
I hear an echo. I do. Man,
I don't hear
okay,
it
42.
anymore.
Okay, it stopped. Okay, I'll make sure I edit that out. 42 minutes. I can hear it. Okay, we'll just keep going. It doesn't matter. It's happening, and I can't do anything about it. So I haven't been out here on these dating streets in a very long time because I have been married for a very long time. So I'm going to have to take it all the way back to high school because
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Mr.
married.
James.
She's been married.
Stay together.
Come on, Luke.
Come on now.
Hey.
Come on now. Unity.
Black love. Black
love matters.
It does. I remember I told this on me and my husband's podcast. For prom, I went to prom, my senior prom with my ex-boyfriend. We were already broken up, but neither one of us had dates because the people we dated did not go to our school, and we just didn't want our senior prom to be with folk that we were trying to like meet other people. We just wanted to have a good time. This man decided to come to prom with no shirt on. He had a vest and a jacket. No shirt.
Who did this?
My date. My ex-boyfriend.
What the fuck was that?
He just really thought he was like body looking because he had his vest made and he was
funny.
Really like he took a picture like with the jacket over his shoulder to show he had like yes, and I was like, why doesn't my date have on a shirt?
Why is this Casey and JoJo crap right there?
He's like, I'm about to bring this 90s R&B feeling back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Was he talking like this?
If he would have, I think I would have socked him in his throat. I was so
Pretty Rick is what they call him.
Pretty Ricky.
He was so ready. Somebody said he was ready to take it off. Yes, he was just like, listen, I'm not wearing a shirt. First of all, I had to get my dress to match his vest. He decided what color vest he was wearing. And I was just like, well, if it ain't one of these colors, I ain't matching. Luckily, it was one of the colors that I wanted. But the fact that he didn't wear, and then we went and you know how you go out to eat before you go to prom. And so a lot of people were going to they're not nicer restaurants now, but they're nice for high school. You know what I'm saying? You go to a place where they set out nice bread and oil and like
Red Lobster, you know?
Yeah, like a Red Lobster. An Olive Garden. We went to a soul food restaurant and we were there by ourselves. There was nobody else there.
Or maybe that was really like
no. I don't want macaroni. I don't want macaroni and cheese while I'm in my prom gown. I don't want that. I don't want fried chicken.
You're better than me. I went to a diner
for your prom.
Yeah, that was the only place that was open.
Oh, so y'all went after?
Yeah.
Oh no, afterwards. Yeah, you eat at a diner, not the meal before, not the nice. You sit down, you haven't sweat out your hair, your dress isn't wrinkled, like. We went to a soul food restaurant and I ate like I was at my grandma's house. Like I might as well have been like, exactly. Let me take off my stockings. Wow. It's after church.
Oh,
That's what it felt like. I was just like, this is really my senior prom, and my date does not have on a shirt. Is this
Okay,
what like?
if he had on a shirt
Mm-hmm.
and he took you to the soul food restaurant and no one was there.
I don't think I would remember it as such a sucky prom. I would have been like, I would have accepted the fact that he had no idea nobody was going to be at the soul food restaurant. And he was probably thinking this is something unique. It's not unique as in the fact that not everybody is choosing this. Not everybody has a reservation here. But that shirt just made any type of effort he made.
But look at it this way. If you would have worn a shirt, it would have smelled like fried chicken.
That's true.
It would have smelled.
He already had to figure it out. He probably knew he misses his mouth when he eats. He knew y'all were going to a soul food restaurant. He knew when he throws a little spice, a little hot sauce on it, he gets hot.
Yeah.
Might as well not wear the shirt because it's gonna, mess up my armpits.
Gonna make you sweat.
And he was crowned prom king with the no shirt.
See, you were cool that dress so scandalous. He was ready.
But I knew that. I knew he won something. He had to.
You gotta have that type of confidence. You have to be that popular and have that type of confidence to be like everybody else is wearing a button down. Nah, son, nothing.
Yeah, he Jeffrey Osborne did for sure.
Well, that's so much better than the prom that I went to, which was with one of my friends. They took their maternity pics at prom. So they did like these poses. If I could just.
Yes, please, Bree.
All right, ball day.
Yes, appreciate it. With no clothes on the podcast. Wait a minute. The dude was on the knees with the hands up.
The dude was on the knees catching a baby, and she was like.
Did she have the belly cut out in the front? Because I've seen people with
absolutely, because I'm from Baltimore, of course.
The belly cut out in the front. Oh, of
course. I'm wearing my Tiana Taylor outfit. This is my Tiana Taylor outfit.
When you dancing
today, Tiana Taylor, it's hot.
Yes. Oh, these terrible dates. Okay, so we're gonna shift gears.
I didn't go to prom, so that's that.
Why didn't you go? Wait a minute. Why didn't you go to prom?
I was over school. I was done. By the time I was my junior year, I was like, I'm ready to move on. I know where I'm going, and this ain't it. And I don't want to do no functions. I'm good.
You're like, I'm not. Where are you from, Luke?
New Orleans.
Oh, you from New Orleans? You said I'm not staying here. I'm done.
I'm good. I'm gone. I'm not doing functions. I was already like, I'm saving my money for the AMAs or something because I'm going to LA. I'm gonna go to the award shows. That's where I'm gonna put my suit on for.
You was look at that stunt. Look at that stunt. You were stunned.
Hey,
That's the shirtless of all shirtless prom outfits is to not show up because I'm about to be a star. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, so we're going to shift gears. So we know what you don't like. You don't like busted toes. But Mr. James, what do you like? We want to know when you are an R&B singer. And you
actor
are
as well on The Shy.
Yes, an actor, just an all-around performer, and you got women that are just fawning over you. What catches your attention?
You're the heartthrob.
Yeah, you're the heartthrob.
I'm the heartthrob. I particularly find interest in someone who is really unbothered. I don't know. I guess I've
unbothered.
My experiences. Some of my experiences have been people don't know what I do. Don't listen to my music. They know of me, but don't know my music or something like that. And they don't mix with the other crowds and stuff. They're really unbothered and just really not
under the radar.
Yeah, kind of under the radar. That's a vibe for me. I really like that. Someone who's sensual. I like that. I really enjoy that.
With the eyebrow lift, I really enjoy that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because to be fair, I am I'm only child, and I was raised by my mother, and I like that I don't want to say motherly feeling, but it's that kind of loving, uh,
You like a
taking care
nurturer.
of, nurture. I like a nurturer. I like that. That says a lot about a person for me. Just in a whole scheme of things, for me. But I usually find that a person who's like that, they pretty much do that for everybody in a sense of like they just have empathy and care about the world. So I really move towards that kind of vibe.
Does she have to be vegan?
Oh, are you vegan?
I am I am plant based. Okay,
That's the way you got to
I
say
want
it.
to be politically correct. I am plant based because I still own leather and stuff like that. I'm working on me, but I think I'm moving into that realm that I would prefer to date. I would prefer to love on someone who does not ingest such things.
Look at you. I love this really beautiful answer that you gave. You can tell you're a professional. I want to know. That was a professional answer.
That was
Like
so
if you
professional.
see her in the crowd, what are the
Mm-hmm.
things that draw your attention? Because you don't know she's a nurturer in the crowd unless she's like
Okay.
nursing a baby deer. You don't know.
Nursing a kitten right in the
That's true.
audience while you
Didn't
sing.
know. Wow.
Yeah. So
Had a
like,
kid
I
the
mean,
whole
even
time.
though I love hearing that answer because I feel like that is
But I can
that's very
feel
insightful.
things.
Yeah.
I can feel people.
Mhm.
I can feel energy.
You're
I
an
can
energy
feel
guy.
it,
You
and
like the feeling
yeah,
people's energy.
I can feel it before I even see it, and I feel it. That's the reason why I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? Okay, and then once I feel it, I see it. What draws me more to it? Yeah, I like a good looking
What's good
woman.
looking to you? What's good looking? Like
Well, to be fair,
what's your type?
He doesn't
I
have a
don't
time.
have a type, but
Because you're Luke James. You don't gotta have one. That's what that is. That's what that is.
I mean, the women that
I
step
love
up, they better be about it.
I love art. Okay, and I don't
Mhm.
believe in. I can see art in all its different spectrums, different mediums, and whatnot. So I'm pretty open. I'm a pretty open book because I just understand. One, I don't want to miss out on my blessing. So you never know where that's gonna come, and I don't want to judge a book by a cover because if she moves me, then that's where I'm going. And to someone on the outside, they may be like, I would have never guessed Luke would, judging from his last person or whatever. But I'm big on energy. If she moves me, then the rhythm is going, and we can't stop our feet. We moving forward.
Oh, Luke, you just gonna drive women
Mhm.
batty
Crazy.
crazy.
I
That's
mean, the
exactly
people in here are like, does he need a Caribbean woman? Does he like
right.
all
Right.
short? We
They
just
out here throwing meat out their
Show me.
freezer. They just
we saying
Listen,
send DMs, y'all. Y'all got it in here. Come on now.
I love an experience. Show me what I've been missing.
Ah.
That's what life. That's about life.
This, I mean, you literally, the way you just broke down what you like, just I feel like you are so on the right path. Like your career, everything, you are one
Thank
like
you.
nice, like you're put together well. Like I like
Thank
what
you.
you're saying.
One day at a
Everyone's
time. Thank you.
everyone's invited to the Luke party.
So Brescia,
Have the best energy.
Brescia, you tell us on your end, what are the things, because I can't really, I like what I got. So you tell me
What?
what your answer to the same question.
I mean, successful and has a job and loves Jesus. Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I like to be attracted to someone. I'm very sensual as well. So, I mean, I don't want to be sensually involved with somebody that I'm not attracted to. It's clear I have a type.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
She does.
Really?
She has a type. She has a type.
I have a type. But no, I think that's mostly it. I mean,
give your physical type.
My
blah,
physical
blah, blah,
type?
blah. Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Give your physical type.
Okay. Thickness.
Tell the truth.
What are
Tell
we
the truth.
talking
Send me that.
about? What are we talking about?
I'm gonna go there. Okay, I'm doing it for y'all, ladies. Okay.
Come on. Tell them what you like.
I like tall, dark, and handsome, but he could be.
Mhm.
I'm short. I'm 5'2", so you could be 5'9" and handsome. But
Mhm.
I'm all about face because I care about my children. I'm getting
Mhm.
to an age now where there are no mistakes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
we're having it.
Yeah.
So I care about the face,
Yeah.
because those features last. So, if you got a
Yeah.
good face, we can go. And thickness.
And thickness. Tall, dark, handsome, face, thickness.
What
Got
are
it.
we talking about thickness? What are we talking about here?
What
You
you
see what
think,
she holding in
Lou?
her hand?
Come on, Lou. They
Listen.
talk about it in songs all the time with men like,
Yeah.
why women can't talk about the same thing. I like a little
What
girthy
you
love.
say? That's my type.
Okay, good.
That's
Okay,
my
now,
type. That's my type. I mean, I make good money. I would like my man to make good money as well.
I
Add to the
approve. I
pot.
approve.
Sit at my
I
table.
approve.
Do you have
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
place? Do you have
Create
your
the
own place
kingdom.
setting? Because I do. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what were you about to say, Luke? I feel like you were about to end one.
Oh no, I was, I was just trying to understand the thick part because I want to be sure what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You heard it
Because
right.
because maybe you might have meant a heavy
we're not
set
here for
guy,
baby Q.
Oh, you thought that she might have meant a bit heavy set guy, not the way you rock
heavy,
back in that chair.
heavy set guy, a bear, kind of guy,
Nah, Luke, that's not what we talking about,
Oh,
Luke.
he didn't hear the song we did last week, our Broadway song. See, you got to hear a beautiful song about yourself. Last week, me and Brisha sang a Broadway song about giving head. So,
and we also should talk about what they can do too. You can come to the table already with your girthy, but in your length, but also be able to have, some
do the
work
work.
that you can do as well. Like, what's your love language? Like, what is your love language, Luke?
Oh wow.
What's your love language?
Is it acts of service?
Yeah, I'm very I'm acts of service.
But it might be sensuality because you like touch. You like touch.
Well, I'm a very sensual person. So yeah, I like touch. I'm really trying to understand the whole when I'm asked the question of love language, like what is that like?
You need me to send you the book?
Spectrum?
You need me to send you the book?
Spectrum. Okay, so there's five main love languages that have been like decided on from this writer. So there is words of affirmation. That's me. I like to be told that I like for my husband to tell me I'm beautiful, to tell me he loves me. I like to hear it.
Okay.
I don't need it in a card. I don't need it in an email. Let me hear the words. It makes my day. Then there are people who like acts of service. The reason why I said that, asked you if that was used, because you said I like a nurturer. You like someone who likes to care for me. That's a person that
I give back, right?
Yes, a person that does things for you to show their love. There is gifts. That's one of Brisha's love languages. Brisha gives the best gifts, and she also likes those in return from the people that are dating her. She likes to know that she's thought about by you actually getting her something to supply a need that she has. Then there is it's quality time, right? That's the person that just you are sacrificing time that you could be doing something else to be able to spend time with them. And then the fifth one that I am for physical touch. And that's my husband. My husband loves, like he could be in the middle of working at his computer. And if I just go and stroke the back of his head and not wanting anything, he appreciates the fact that I want to connect with him physically. And it doesn't mean, obviously, what man doesn't want everything to lead to sex, but it doesn't have to. The fact that I'm just like, let me connect with you physically, he likes. So which one of those seem to resonate the most with you?
Okay, for me,
Divinity want to know.
It's really, it's also, for me, I'm a Gemini, right? So I'm moody.
So happy belated birthday! You must have just had a birthday.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have my moments when I don't want to be touched and all that kind of stuff. It's a weird thing,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm a giver. Um, I'm not a great gifter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great gifter, honestly. Physical touch, yes. Um,
It's, it's
But
acts
only
of
physical
service.
touch when you want it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
acts
like
of
you
service.
like dodge it, like you like. Ugh.
or no physical touch in the sense of like, uh, I mean, if you would ask me to give you a massage, if you would ask me to wash your hair, something like that, I'd do it. I'm okay with that.
That's acts of service, though. That's acts of
Well, that's fair.
service.
Well, then I'm
Like
active.
what you want done
I'm
to
in the business
you.
of service. Then
So
Yeah.
what do I want done
you
for me? To
are,
me,
yeah. What do you want done to you?
Look at all this dead space.
Mm,
I love it.
that's
acts of
great.
service. I like service. Come on, I like service because I'm a servicing person. So I acts of service is cool. Physical touch, yes. When it's like
Uh-huh.
um we're the same in time because that's very valuable. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't particularly have that much time. I appreciate the time someone gives to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also because I don't have a lot of time, so the time that I give to someone, I hope that they appreciate my efforts.
Look at you. Look at
I
you, Luke.
guess
Look at
I'm
you.
still figuring myself out. Tomorrow might be I might have a different love language. I don't know. It's just just know that I'm loveful and I like love. I like to be surrounded by love, and if, as long as love is there, then I'm pretty much a happy camper.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah.
So,
Wonderful.
so real quick, and I'm gonna stop picking with you, Luke. Are you are you do you have a goal of one day being with someone?
That's a great
Are
question.
you the type that lets time decide? Like, are you like, I one day want to find that person that I just feel so comfortable with that that's who I want to that's the only person I want to be in my space. Like, well, not be in my space as far as in like nobody else, but
Mhm.
like that's the person you're with. Or are you the type of dude that's just like, because you're an energy guy,
Mhm.
while the energy is here, I'm going to enjoy it. And when the energy fades, I'm just going to move to the next.
I'm both.
See, I felt that. That's the reason why I said you're going to drive these women crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me in the sense of how are you both?
These are great
Well,
questions.
wait, what are you about to say? These are
She said,
great questions. Yes, they
Great
are.
questions.
These are good.
mhm.
Yeah, that's because you know me, and you know what's happening right now. Um, uh, I can be in a relationship. I like relationships. I like waking up to someone. I like having a connection with one person. Um, so when I'm in love, I like to be in love. But when
Mhm.
I'm not in love, um, I like being loveful. I like that energy. I like living as when if it comes, if it happens, then it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I think I would like to settle down with someone and create a family. I would.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So you would like to create a family with a
Hey,
person. I'm sorry. He's
yes, I would.
okay. All right. Listen.
Yes.
Listen.
What's up?
You,
Look at you.
He was
listen.
in your belly last time you saw him.
Look at
Yes,
him.
this was the one in the
Wow.
belly. He's about to trip on me. But Luke, thank you so much for
Come here. I'll
giving
hold him. I'll
us.
hold him. Come here. Come here.
He's
Hold
like,
him.
I'll take
Come
him.
here. Hold
I'll
him.
take him.
Come here.
Thank you so much for giving us the gift of acts of service and quality time today.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Of
Yeah, we
course.
know you're very busy. You just flew back in town today and you graced
Yes.
us. So thank you.
No,
Yes.
thank you for asking me to be a part of this. I am so grateful. Thank you. This is absolutely fun. This is like really, really fun.
So everybody, while you're watching and listening, download, watch The Shy on Sundays. Yes.
That's right. It's on Sundays on Showtime.
Yes. Luke is on there and he's doing such a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
I remember when you weren't acting and you were just talking.
Yes. I know. I was too nervous to do it. You had all the courage. Always.
Well, we're glad that you're not nervous no more. But Luke, other than The Shy, do you have anything else that you
and your album?
Yes, tell us what's coming out.
I have an album out. I have an album out called To Feel Love.
And you'll feel it.
That is, yeah, that's the premise of it. It's music to hopefully keep you in a loveful spirit.
Oh, I love it. Yes, and we need more love today. We need love.
Yes, absolutely.
Go girl.
Yes. Come on, get it, Luke. Hey.
I mean.
All right, so we're gonna close this out. Make sure y'all, like we already said, check out Luke on The Shy, check out his new album, To Feel Love. Brisha, tell people where they can find you if they don't know already.
Yes, you can find me everywhere. Brisha Webb, nothing else to it.
The only one.
WEBB. Okay. Also, I have a movie coming out with Jay Lee, who was on here last week.
Yes.
Please download that on iTunes. It's called A Typical Wednesday. It's only $4.99, y'all.
$4.99.
It's very funny.
Done.
Very
Yeah. You can find me on all platforms at ThatChickAngel and all the many podcasts that I'm doing right now. Dear Lord, help me, Father. And then you can also find this podcast on wherever podcasts are found. Hold On to Your Edges, as well as on Instagram at Hold On to Your Edges Podcast. Luke, again, we thank you so much for giving up your time. And I know that everyone who's watching live absolutely loved having you. It was great perspective to have. Thank you for being so open with us. You're our third male guest, and by far, you gave such a beautiful point of view.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was so good.
Holy Trinity, have me back again.
Yeah, don't you say that, because I will. Okay, I'll be like, Reach to see what he's doing in August. What is he doing? Yes. So until next time, you guys, hold on to your edges, because we gonna snatch him. We'll see you guys the next time. Bye.